2, 1.
Bobby Knight just threw his chair across the free throw lane.
Woo! What a hit! You got barbecue back there!
Lay back there! Lay back there! Hold on!
Offense is giving them the business.
Welcome to the Five Arms and a Lucky Fin podcast. I am your host, Brendan McCormick, with my two best friends and co-hosts and the best people in the world. Yes, top 50 best in the world, David. You heard me. A.K.A. Jason Ide, A.K.A. Lucky Finn, and viral sensation himself, David Soloway. He is for the people. The people are for him. How are we doing on this fine Thursday night evening, fellas?
Doing great.
Can't complain.
Here to talk some college basketball. A lot of good ball that's been happening lately, boys. A lot of good ball. A lot of good teams been showing out. A lot of top 20 matchups. Obviously, Indiana trying to get their way in the back in on that top 25, David. Should happen, I'm hoping, on the next one when the AP poll gets released. Hopefully that happens. Be really exciting for the new era and in the DeVries era, I should say, as well as, you know, the best conference in college basketball, Big Ten, David. Maybe.
There's a discussion to be had there.
There is a discussion to be had there. A lot of people would probably say the Big 12, but, you know, they haven't seen the Big Ten happen yet. Haven't seen them. But a lot of good ball. Obviously, Arizona and UConn played last night. Arizona pulled out that win. Arizona looks good. Looks powerful.
Arizona with 2 top 10 wins already. 1 in a neutral site, 1 on the road at UConn. Yeah, they look good.
They're really
powered
good,
by
man.
Freshman Koa Pete, Mr. Arizona. That's his nickname.
What a name. What a name. There's a lot of people who are saying that there's an argument to be had that Arizona should be 1. What do you think of that, David?
if you're just going off of resume, they're absolutely number 1 so far, I think. But of course, as we know, with both basketball and football, the polls carry preseason bias for a while. So Purdue's going to stay there. I mean, I know they kind of flip-flopped because they underperformed last week, but now they're back at 1. They're probably going to stay there until they lose again or until they lose a game.
Yeah, and, you know, Arizona has a lot of overseas players as well. This Montehus Krivas, 7'2", out of Lithuania, dropped 29 and 14 against UConn. That's impressive. You know, the best thing, Jason and David, did you watch the Hurley presser after the game? Have you seen him just go tear up a piece of paper and be like, doesn't matter?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, you guys need to go back and watch it. It's pure entertainment. Wish I could throw it up here, but probably because of copyright and other things. Don't want to get in trouble, you know, on the YouTube when we post it. But if y'all haven't seen that, listeners and viewers, please go open that tab and look it up. He was not pleased. He said we had a chance with 2 men down to take a top win and a top team down, which I can't argue. They were down 11, stormed back, had a chance, had all the momentum. And honestly, David, like, fell apart towards the end. Like, there's no other way to say it.
Yeah, a little bit
dominated. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he makes a good point though. Down 2 of their better players.
Right.
You know, if you play this game at a different time when they're healthy, maybe the result's a bit different.
That was what he was saying, was like basically we need to get healthy on the court and off the court. So that was an interesting point. Meaning I feel like he feels like there's more to give from his team on this performance. And you know, Hurley, a little dramatic.
Yeah, making a
little
show
antics.
out of it.
Yeah, you know, got to get the viewers to listen in. But no, really solid. You know who really disappointed me out of this game, Jason David? The big fella from UConn, Caravan. Been there 3 years. I mean, 8 points. You get 8 points out of one of your best players. 8 points.
He has been a disappointment since they won that second title. He considered going pro after that 24 season and came back and kind of had a down year last year, and he hasn't been great this year either.
The other thing I noticed is just in general, looking at the box score, I see Arizona with 43 rebounds and UConn had 23. They got
dominated
by 20.
Oh, shoot. That is crazy. 13 offensive boards.
Yeah, 13.
If I remember right, at half, it wasn't that bad. I think maybe Arizona was up 4 rebounding. But that's, I mean, I can't pull up halftime stats, but right now.
Sure.
But, I mean, shoot, like that's, Jay, that's a great point. When you get beat up on the boards that bad.
I mean, we always talk about it. One of the biggest factors when it comes to the tournament and seeing teams go far is your ability to rebound and your ability to not turn the ball over, and your ability to make free throws. Those are 3 very, very fundamental things that are crucial for you to be able to have not only smooth offense, but just good, like, overall. What am I trying to say? Flow in your offense and defense.
You gotta have good flow. I mean, that's how the game of basketball is played. So I know what you're saying. Efficiency, I think, is the better word rather than flow. Would you agree with that, David?
Yeah, I mean, playing clean basketball, making your free throws when you get them, not turning the ball over, especially live turnovers. And even in this game, Arizona only makes 2 3-pointers compared to 8 from UConn, but UConn goes 50% from the line. And they were 9 for 18 from the line. You make 13 for 18, obviously at different points in the game may play differently, but you make 60 to 70% of your free throws instead of 50, and it's a whole different ballgame.
And you look at the assist to turnover ratio. Arizona had 9 assists, 10 turnovers. UConn actually beat them in this area, 15 assists, 5 turnovers. But that rebounding, I mean, if you can't rebound, man, offensive rebounds lead to second chance points. Coaches are going to get pissed about that. And if you're not getting offensive boards yourself, coach is going to be pissed when you're not even getting defensive boards either.
Like I said, it's just like Caravan played 35 minutes, 8 points, and 3 rebounds.
And you only put up, it looks like, 5 shots.
I know.
Did they just not run? I didn't get to watch the game. Did they not run the offense through him?
No, he was probably like the first or second option. Like he's always been kind of a role player, get some rebounds and get second chance points, spot up at the 3 line. We've got other guys who are penetrating the lane. And I just don't think that they have that right now to get him those types of shots, because no one else on this team really scares you that much. I mean, Solo Ball went 1 for 8 with 3. He's a great player. He was a 5-star. He's been a pivotal, key player on the past 2 teams. But they're going to have to start knocking down shots and then being able to penetrate the lane to open up some other guys as well.
Yeah, 1 for 8, 5 of 14 shooting, 14 points. It's not a great day offensive efficiency of shooting the ball. And when you can't go ahead, Jay.
No, finish what you were saying. I'll build off of it.
I was just saying, you have to have better offensive efficiency. I mean, I don't know what exact sets they were setting, but at the same time, you have to be able to run your offense and score the ball and move the ball. At the end of the day, that's how you win in basketball.
And what I was going to say was, at the end of the day, I can see why Hurley's saying what he said, because all of this to say you only lost by 4 points.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, that's
So
it's a great. I mean, that's why I feel like he was just tired of the media at the point. I think that's why he tore it up. Was like, had one of our worst games, should have won without 2 of our best players. Like, you could see the frustration on him. I think he's more frustrated about Karaban than anyone. Like, I do agree with David's take of, yeah, he's not the guy, like the first or second option. But there's a certain point when people are out, you have to insert yourself. Okay, some players are out. I know I'm getting the ball more. I have to go score the ball. That's what I'm called to do this game. Like, just because you're not necessarily that guy all the time, you have to either have the ability to adapt and change in the game of basketball. And especially if you want to play the next level in the NBA, like especially if you want to play overseas, like
you're right. And Caravan, they did just play BYU last Saturday. So since we recorded last, they beat them. That's a top 10 team. That was a neutral site game, and Caravan had 21 points. So, I mean, players, especially college kids, are going to have ups and downs. And I think what is really important about this game is they were also down these two players against BYU, and they pulled it out. But down their leading scorer in Terrace Reed, averaging 20 points a game, big fella.
Yeah.
And their 5-star freshman, Braylon Mullins from Indiana, still hasn't played this year.
Really?
So
forgot
get
about
those
that.
guys back, and they're gonna be one of the contenders this season.
Yeah. No, they'll be all right. I mean, obviously, I think they'll go pretty far in the tournament. They have a solid team. I mean, we always talk about
one of the best coaches.
Yeah, he's gonna find a way to get the most out of his players, Hurley, obviously, and I feel like they'll bloom at the right time. Like me and David talked about on the watch along, college basketball is really wide open this year. Yes, you have your dominant players, but like to me, there's no clear cut. Like, yeah, you could say, I mean, I guess you could say Houston, but like we all know Houston's gonna be in the Final Four, most likely, Elite Eight for sure, if they stay healthy and have the pieces. I mean, Sampson's not. I mean, he lost a couple of those players, but not all of that team. I feel like that nucleus is probably strong still. And
they brought a lot back.
Yeah, Sampson's a great recruiter, so they'll be fine. But I mean, other than that, and I really feel like top. I'll say top 15 teams. Anyone could win out of those. They're really good. You could even stretch that maybe to 16 or 17, depending.
I think once you get to the back half of the top 25 right now, it thins out pretty quickly.
Yeah,
I think there's probably a good 15 to 18 teams though that are serious national title contenders, and then there's also some other teams like Kansas. They have one of the best freshmen in the country. You know, they lost to Duke the other night when he's not playing. That was a tight game though for most of it.
It was very
so
tight.
they may still have a role to play this year, but yeah, I think it's pretty wide open. Obviously, I think the top 5 teams may be a little bit separated from the next 10.
Correct.
But I still think that there's a bunch of teams that are loaded and will have a decent chance at getting to the Final Four.
I think there will be a lot. We talked a little bit about it before, I believe, on our first episode of College Basketball, but we were saying like how there wasn't too many upsets in the tournament last year, but I really do feel like that could happen this year. It's really spread out. You're even seeing mid-majors obviously compete with big schools this year. I mean, Mount St. Mary's took Maryland to overtime. You have New Orleans who beat TCU earlier in the season. I mean, it's left and right. These mid-majors are competing hard and playing hard. And, you know, these young student athletes that are on these mid-major teams, we talk about that. NIL, you know, we already beat that to death. But, I mean, they're showing out because they want a chance to play on these bigger teams one day and probably hit the portal. And so I think we talked about it a little bit, but I do think there's pros and cons to the portal. And obviously we're seeing a little bit of these mid-majors balling out and these coaches that are on these mid-majors getting the recognition that they deserve, in my opinion. Like New Orleans beating TCU, TCU's not bad. TCU's not bad.
We'll see. We'll see if they're bad. I mean, they did challenge Michigan last week.
Thank you.
Michigan's a top 10 team, but Michigan's also struggled a couple times with inferior opponents so far. So we'll see if they're actually good too.
Yeah, I mean the word's out on them, obviously.
But yeah, I mean, I think that our conversation about upsets in the tournament, I still think we're going to lack mid-majors this year because we just talked about how the top, let's say, 16 teams are separating themselves. Well, then we would expect the Elite Eight and the Sweet 16 to be full of those 16 teams, whittled down to 8. Like, I still don't think that with this era we're going to have very many mid-major Cinderellas in the tournament. One could obviously pop up here. We'll see.
I mean, if we go back to the year before last, there were a lot of upsets. So
yes,
I mean that was the first year post NIL being a big thing.
Was that the year we were in Baton Rouge?
No,
or was that the year?
That was the year before that we were there.
Last offseason, though,
not
the one we just came out of, but the one before that is the one where the NIL numbers started going up into the millions. And that really set the big boys apart from the mid-majors and even the lower budget Power 5, Power 6 teams. Well, how many conferences we got? Power 5, because we got the Big East in here. And no
Big East, baby.
Power 5.
Yeah. Big East, baby.
Big East, baby.
For you, those that don't know, that are listening and watching, when we say Big East, baby, so quick story time. Me, David, and Jason all went out to LeBurge. Shout out LeBurge in Baton Rouge. We were watching the game next to the sports book and the machine, and this man was talking loud about the Big East.
Providence, South Dakota State?
Yeah.
Yes, because he wasn't only rooting for the Big East, he was rooting for both teams.
Mm-hmm.
I believe he was getting amped up for his bets. If I had to guess,
I think he had to have had the over.
I was going to say, he had the over.
Big over guy.
He had the over.
Had to be. But man, it was just the way he was so passionate about it, and it was the way he would say it. It's just always an inside joke of ours. So if we always say random things like that, or the Jackrabbits with South Dakota State, it's because of him. I wish I would have asked for his name. Never got his name. But he was a character.
The thing that was clutch about that game was the night before when we got there, David said, Providence is only a 2.5 point favorite. I am hammering it. And we did.
We did. I believe Al Durham was on that team, right, David?
Al Durham was on that team.
Yeah. Man, they were good that year. He was fun to watch.
Didn't they win that game by double digits, actually?
I believe they did.
They won by 9, looking at it right now. That was 9? That was the lock in the century, man.
But it wasn't. But it never felt like it was close towards the beginning. But they just always stayed apart. There was no momentum feeling of South Dakota State coming back. It was always just consistent.
Right.
Man,
jeez, what a fun time!
That was a fun time. Need to do it again. Shout out LeBurge, man. Love the LeBurge. If you guys want a good casino, friendly environment, fun environment, it's definitely LeBurge, and they can get you some good deals online. So check them out, man. They're awesome. Baton Rouge is the time too. They don't just have LSU there. They got some other stuff. They're fun, especially Waffle House at 1 a.m. Man, you'll hear a little boozy everywhere if you get some Waffle House at 1 a.m. down in Baton Rouge. I'll tell you what.
There's always a good time. Good time at the Waffle House. Always.
Speaking of LSU, Jason, our boy Will Wade, first season at NC State, man.
I know.
You thought you were going to talk about LSU.
I know. They just disappointed me. He brought me down. He made me sad.
LSU's up, but so we got a recognition the Will Wade, the Will baby.
I miss
He's
Will
doing
Wade.
his thing, man. They're doing their thing over there. NC State battled against VCU. It was a good game, man. Their offense looks really solid with Darian Williams, obviously the transfer from Tech, but then you bring in the guard from Michigan State. Let me get his name real quick.
Trey Holloman.
Trey Holloman. Yeah. I mean, you bring a solid experience, and then they had a North Carolina transfer as well.
Ben Allen Lubin.
Yes.
Holloman.
Ben Allen Lubin. What a name.
Holloman
they also
had
got Terrence Arsenault from Houston.
Holloman had an interesting tweet the other day.
What did he tweet?
Did he? What did he say?
He said, and I saw a headline. It was like, "Is this a shot at Tom Izzo?"
Oh,
it was a picture of him and Will Wade, and it said, "When a coach lets you," I can't remember exactly what he said. Something about like whenever the coach lets you do whatever, like, give you more opportunities, you're able to be more of yourself or something.
When you got a leader that truly believes in you, it takes your game to a whole other level. 100 emoji, wolf heart emoji.
Yeah.
That's throwing some shade at the Is, man. Shoot.
I tell you what, though, what I love about Will Wade and what I've seen when he was at LSU and even when he was at McNeese is he lets the 5 starters, the star players of his team, are going to be the ones with the ball in their hand the most of the game. And he will make sure he would rather people could have all the scouting reports on these guys that they want, but he's going to still put it in the hands of his guys because he believes in their ability on offense before he worries about trying to go away from things because maybe somebody's double teaming or taking away something. They are going to live and die. His teams are going to live and die by ISO ball and scoring the basketball. And they play tough defense too. He does not play around. That dude could be up. His teams could be up 30 points and he will not care. If you don't execute, you might sit on the bench. He's going to go ballistic still.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely has the drama, I call it, or the antics. But honestly, like, the times that I've seen him on the sideline, it's for good reason. Like, I feel like sometimes coaches, especially, I'm going to throw Hurley a little bit under the bus here, he gets a little too emotional almost sometimes, and his emotions just takes over, and it's like any little thing that goes wrong, he's like, oh, F. Like, just light it on fire, scorch it. Everything's, wrong. And, like, he'll get animated, but he's also, like, he's smart of when to be animated about certain things. And I feel like he's one of the best motivators in the game. In my opinion. But I do need... Go ahead.
I was going to say, funny story, when he was at LSU, they called him General Wade. Had looking like Napoleon over there in the student section and stuff. It was hilarious.
I mean, that's a great description of what he is, though. I mean, he basically is the general, and he has a good nucleus this season. I bet them to win the whole thing, Jason.
They're going to make a good run. We love them. I gotta love Will Wade coach teams. He's the man.
I need to see more film, obviously, but $25 to win $1,500.
The way that Texas Tech allowed Darren Williams to play last year, Will Wade is going to let him do that as well this year.
He's not
and
going to take that.
You add a great guard in Holloman.
Yeah.
They have opportunities to score. They're going to, between the two of them, they're probably going to put up a third of the team's points.
What do you think they had against VCU? How many points do you think they had against VCU?
Together?
Without looking, yeah.
How many points did the team score? Was it 81?
85.
85? I'm going to say 40.
Man, I almost thought you were going to say 50, and you were so close. They scored 53.
Okay, so even more than 50% of the team's points. Yeah. I was trying to be reasonable, saying a little conservative. Probably going to be more than a third of their points every game.
But you're on the 5 Arms of Lucky Finn podcast. We throw crazy things out, so go a little crazy next time.
Hot take, they're going to put up 80 points a game.
Yeah, exactly. I love it.
That would be a hot take.
Keep the juice, baby. Get the juice and the fire going. You got it.
Here you go. But, hot take. They're going to win the ACC.
I mean,
That's a hot take. That's a hot take.
Could they
could win the ACC.
Well, why That's not? An insanely hot take. Yes, they could.
Why can't they?
But because the ACC's got multiple good teams. It's not like it's just a 2-horse race with them and Duke.
Who else?
Louisville.
Who else is good, Dave?
Louisville's solid.
Yeah, Louisville's really good.
Yeah. I don't got Will Wade.
North Carolina looked good in their
Virginia.
win against Kansas.
North Carolina.
Virginia might be better this year.
Don't get you started on Virginia, huh? The Cavaliers.
Yeah, no.
Wake Forest put up a fight against Michigan. I mean, there's other teams out there. I like Will Wade too, and they brought in a bunch of stars in the transfer portal.
Stars, dog.
Like legit stars, like name recognition guys, like guys you know, and they're gelling so far. I think they're going to be really good. I don't think they're going to win the ACC, but they obviously have a shot.
Their front six is some of the best you could ever find on a college basketball team this year.
The other thing we think about is in college basketball of recent, teams with more experience tend to have a leg up.
I agree with that take.
I mean, we haven't seen many freshmen as a leading player on a national championship team as of recent. Unless I'm wrong.
Well, Cooper Flag, but I mean
they didn't win though.
Fell apart. No, I mean that's what I'm saying.
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. They didn't win.
Should have won. They should have
won, but they didn't win. They didn't win,
but they didn't. You're right. They didn't.
Yeah, but I mean I agree with that take.
That Texas Tech team literally was. Look, if my guy doesn't just start chucking these threes up and knocking them down, they win that game. Against Florida. And they would have probably won the whole thing.
Darian Williams' three just went in and out. I think it was like a minute 30 to go.
I
just wanted to crawl inside the house and just go home and cry because I knew they were going to lose as soon as that happened. Because David was like, "Oh my God, your bet might win. Your bet might win." I was like, "No, you're gonna jinx this shit." Called that.
Yeah, that was a sad day.
It was very sad. I felt good about that team all year long. I'm
blanking on the guy's name from Florida. Well, what's his name? Light skinned guy.
Clayton.
Walter Clayton Jr. A dog. I told Brendan, I said he reminds me of Devin Booker. When Devin Booker was at Kentucky, just bucket getter.
Yeah,
that's literally what he was.
Looking back, I still can't believe Devin Booker was the sixth man on that team.
Dude, that team, Coach Cal, was loaded up so bad with the platoon system.
The Harrison twins,
up so bad.
Yeah,
his best players were playing 20 minutes a game.
Yeah. It was But I mean, back to NC State real quick.
Yeah,
they do play Auburn in the ACC SEC challenge, and they do have Kansas coming up in December. So I mean, you get to see. I wish they had a little bit of a tougher schedule in the beginning, because then you head into January for them. I mean, I just wish they had a little tougher non-con. I'll be honest.
They've got a pretty tough non-con.
Yeah, I was about to say
they don't have any tough high-level marquee games, but.
Yeah,
UP's a respectable program. VCU, Seton Hall's Big East program. They got Auburn.
Yeah,
Liberty's a good mid-major. Kansas,
Texas Southern.
I guess they are in the Maui Invitational.
Ole Miss.
In the Maui.
Yeah, well, we talked about this the other night. The Maui sucks this year.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Is that where they're playing Seton Hall? It says neutral, so I'm guessing that's
that's where they're playing.
But
they're probably gonna get Chaminade in the second round.
Why? Who's on the other? Wait, who's on the other? Who's their game?
I'll read the bracket out to you because it's a collection of bad teams.
Is it really?
Yeah. Let me find it here quick. I mean, not bad teams. They're Power 5 teams for the most part.
They're just
Seton Hall, NC State's the first game, and then USC Boise. Boise lost to a D2 school last week. So
that's right, they did.
Yeah,
that team didn't they lose to that team in like Hawaii
Pacific or something? Yeah,
and their program their school is literally an old strip mall, like an old mall,
and they play in like a middle school gym.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's hilarious.
It's pretty funny.
Then we got Washington State, Chaminade, and Arizona State, Texas. There's one ranked team out of the entire field, and it's NC
So
State.
then, yeah.
So basically, that first game is going to beat the difference. Probably who's going to win the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean Texas on the other side of the bracket could put up a fight.
Oh, Texas. Okay.
But it's not like they're a power or anything. They had a new coach and everything.
It'll be interesting what Sean Miller does with that program.
Yeah.
You know, I'm looking at
Xavier again.
If I'm looking at NC State's schedule as well, the other reason they could win the ACC is they only play Duke once and it's at home. That could be an advantage to them. They don't have to go to Cameron.
It's a great call.
Yeah.
It's a hot take.
They only have Louisville once too. It's on the road, but they play the top two
feeling
teams
about
once
Purdue?
each.
Purdue's Purdue.
I don't know what to think about Purdue because
it's hard.
Season, you think they've got the National Player of the Year favorite. They've got a knockdown shooter in Fletcher Lawyer next to him. They've got a really good big man in TKR. But they haven't really put it together this year.
No.
I mean, they struggled against Oakland, and that's when they lost the number one in the AP poll. Then they go to Alabama and they win. Close game throughout, though. You know, it was a hard-fought game. They do end up pulling away at the end.
Alabama's
the number
good
one.
Too. They're on my top
one
5.
Ranking back, and Akron fine. But then tonight they were tied with Memphis with 4 minutes left. They ended up winning, but Memphis is 1-4. Memphis is like legit bad.
Yeah, I was shocked by that score. I was watching most of it, and they just look stagnant offensively.
Hold up, Memphis is not bad.
Memphis is legit bad. They just lost at home to UNLV on Josh Pastner night. You can't lose on Josh Pastner night.
Yeah,
but they also they lost to Ole Miss by 6 at Ole Miss.
I love my boy Chris B.
They beat San Francisco. San Francisco's a tough team.
Memphis should be blowing out San Francisco.
Look,
those two programs.
I agree with you.
Levels.
Purdue should not be in a tight one with Memphis. I'm not saying that you're wrong there. I'm just saying Memphis is not bad.
They might be.
David,
they're not bad. They're going to have a good year in the American.
As an Indiana
they can win
fan,
the American.
I'm going to say something that should never be said as an Indiana fan. It's almost like you can't say this.
What?
I think Purdue's going to go undefeated.
What are you talking about?
I really do.
We were calling you out so much for your hot takes that now you're coming up with the hottest takes.
I don't think Purdue's going to lose a game.
I mean, according to Ken Palm, they are favored in every game for the rest of the year, but that's because they're top 2 team.
I don't think they're going to lose.
Their tightest games look like UCLA on the road, USC on the road. They got those back-to-back.
Indiana on the road. They'll lose that.
Every
Ohio
top
State
25
on the road.
team
Iowa
that is
on the
either
road.
non-con or con, they're basically home.
I see a lot of tough matchups in here to be able to say that they're going to go undefeated. You got to remember, though, the teams are going to play them and get up for those games. Even if they don't get up for any other game, they'll get up for that game.
I hope Indiana, obviously proves me wrong and beats them. But you
got them at home. You got them at home.
Brendan, how much do you believe in the Texas Tech Red Raiders? Because they're going to play them tomorrow in the Bahamas. And that's not on the schedule right now because Texas Tech hasn't won yet. Texas Tech's up 7 early in the first half.
Good score. Yeah.
But that's another tough game to throw on the schedule.
And you know how I feel about Texas Tech this year. I don't have that gut feeling this year. I had it last year and it worked. I was high on Texas Tech.
Now your gut feelings on a different red and black team.
Same star player. Same star player.
Yeah, with the same star player.
I just think Purdue is absolutely loaded.
I don't.
I think
who's going to beat them?
Purdue.
Who's going to beat them?
I'm
not talking about tournament.
They're going to lose
in their schedule.
They're going to lose a handful of games.
I would say 5 or 6 Big Ten
basketball. Games. Yeah, they're going to lose on the road in the Big Ten. It happens to the best teams. They're not that loaded. I don't disagree with you that they are one of the best teams in the country. And could they win every game? Absolutely. But I don't think they're loaded. Outside of the 3 guys I mentioned, I'm not sure there's much else.
So let's go down the major conferences and pick our winners now.
Okay.
Y'all want to do that?
Sure, yeah. Are you gonna just go? You're gonna call out a conference, and we're gonna name who we're gonna win? Are we saying win the regular season, right? Not the tournament, obviously.
Yeah,
correct. Yeah. ACC.
NC State.
I'm with you.
He did just have that hot take.
I'm gonna stick with it.
I agree with the hot take.
It's Duke. Come on.
You have too much faith in the Boozer twins.
It's not even faith in them. Like, even with Cooper Flagg last year, like, he was generational, but Shire has proven to be a good coach.
Yeah, that's
and they do have a couple returning pieces that I think are going to make a difference.
Big Ten.
I mean, at risk of sounding boring, Illinois. I'm a big Andre Stojakovic guy.
Brendan and I were just talking about him today.
Dude, he went off last night.
I saw he had 26, and I went and looked up. I went and looked him up. I was like, I did not realize that was Peja's kid.
Oh yeah,
does he have the same shot?
3 years.
Does he have the same shot?
No,
different shot.
Yeah. His shot was much cleaner.
Smooth. Yeah, Pacer's shot was smooth though when it went in.
This one's smoother.
This one's smoother.
Yeah, he can drive to the basket. He's a lot more athletic.
He's athletic. He had a couple and ones. He had a big dunk.
But wasn't Pacer also like 6'10", 6'9"?
He was 6'9".
Maybe
Pacer was tall.
He was like a small or a tall small forward back in the day.
Yeah, he was.
He was back then. That was big for a small forward.
Yeah, it was.
Who is
you said Big Ten.
He was 6'10".
Yeah, that's what I thought. Big Ten. I'm gonna just say Purdue. I'm gonna go Purdue.
Yeah, that's
like it's still. I think
Illinois.
One of those teams. Purdue will go and lose maybe 2 games in the Big Ten, win the Big Ten, but then they'll find a way to lose in the tournament. They do this every year.
I'll have Kenny create a graphic of these picks so we can come back to
that.
Later in the year. But who is this guy, Keaton Wagler? Freshman, he put up like 31.
Yeah, Wagler. He's
never mind. I was looking at the minutes. I'm sorry. But yeah.
Oh no, he's still a stud. Look at his games before the Alabama game.
Are we talking about Illinois?
23, 22, 24.
Maybe I was wrong.
On Illinois, Jason. Keaton Wagler.
Hey, look, you know what I see? I see he's a 6'6".
Oh, yeah. I was looking at the wrong line too. He had 18, 22, 11,
still good,
19.
Yeah. It's still
good for a freshman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, they have I think Illinois is the best team to challenge Purdue.
Is he a small forward? Is he a 6'6" small forward, prototypical size?
Could probably maybe be a shooting guard.
Nowadays, yeah, that's a shooting guard height.
Nowadays, yeah.
All right, Big 12.
Houston.
I think I would go with Houston as well. Yeah.
It's going to be between them and Arizona, but I'm going to go Houston.
I think BYU will be in the discussion. Texas Tech will be in the discussion, but yeah, Houston and Arizona have stood out so far.
I'm going Arizona. I like Arizona a lot. It's probably not healthy how much I like them. I like them a lot.
There he goes again, liking a top 3 team in the country.
Like them a lot. Should be number 1. Just saying.
I was going to make a smart ass comment and say, hot take?
Didn't say it. Big East.
Big East, baby.
Big East, baby.
I mean, I don't know how you can go against St. John's once they get to conference play.
UConn. I got UConn. UConn's already
hold up.
one of the best teams in the country, and they're missing a 5-star freshman.
I did forget. It's not that I forgot UConn. I forgot UConn was in the Big East.
Yeah, fair. They've been all around the block.
Yeah, I'll go UConn as well.
Yeah.
I know in basketball they've been in the Big East, but they weren't they in the American for football? Now they're independent.
They were in basketball too. When Kevin Ollie was coach, they were in the American and won the.
Wasn't, if I'm not mistaken, when the Americans started, and I think Brendan and I had this discussion before, when the Americans started as a conference, it was originally the schools outside of the Big East that grouped up together and left. Wasn't Louisville a part of the American as well?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was like the Big East schools that weren't the Catholic 7.
Catholic 7, yep.
Yeah.
Very interesting. We could have a whole story about that, I'm sure.
Yeah, the American is a interesting conference the way it's progressed over the years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
And the Big East. I mean, now that the Big East is so different. I mean,
yeah,
I never would have thought coming from the Horizon League, I would see Butler in the Big East.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy about Butler? Since they've gotten to the Big East, they have not competed one time.
Yeah.
No.
I was about to say that.
Creighton has. Creighton's been played well.
Tournament.
Creighton has for sure, yeah. But Butler, obviously, they lost a generational coach. So,
yeah,
a legend.
He is a legend. SEC guys, this one's up. This
one's up in the air.
It could go 8 different ways. Yeah,
yeah, dude. I don't want to be biased.
LSU, baby. No, is that what you gonna say?
On Ken Palm, there's 10 teams in the SEC above LSU.
We always talk about good coaching, though. McMahon's got a good squad this year, and he's a good coach. They could make it. They could
agree,
but they're probably not going to win the SEC. They'll probably be in the top half of the SEC this year. A big step up from the past.
I'm really high on this year's team, Jay. I think they get a 9 seed in the tournament.
No, I think that's fair. But either way, you think about them being a 9 seed, the SEC's got a lot of good teams. You're still looking at them. I mean, if I think about 16, they can probably end up as a 9 or 10 and still get in the tournament. But what I'm saying is I think they end up in the top 8. I think they can end up in the top 8 in the SEC this year. But if I'm picking a winner of the SEC,
we pick winners.
I don't think Florida is bad. I'm going to go Tennessee. Tennessee's always got a good team, good coach.
Damn it, Jason.
I'm sorry.
That was going to
I'm sorry. You can still
come on. I don't want to. I was going to be different.
There's like 3 different. There's like 3 or 4 different teams that could win. Like
I could go with Vanderbilt. They're in the same state.
I don't think Kentucky's that good.
I'm sorry.
So I'm crossing them out.
David, you can still
Kentucky is another team that is very injured right now. They're missing 2 like lottery pick guys.
Like studs?
Studs, yeah.
Who's that?
One's recovering from an ACL. He should be back in the next month or 2, and the other one has an ankle right now. I don't know their names. One of them, Quaintance. Sounds right.
Quaintance.
But I'm gonna pivot and I'm gonna go with Kentucky. People are down on them right now, and
you're insane.
I think they're gonna be. Yeah, they're gonna be good.
Dang! Just before the episode, you were a little.
People are down on them, and Mark Hope is down on them. But I think him being down on the team is gonna help get the team right.
I mean, that's what you hope as a coach going down that route.
Yeah,
to motivate your team.
I can't.
Who do you got, Brenton?
I can't. Give me Alabama.
Yeah, I thought that was coming.
Alabama.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this. You just said you hated Nate Oates as a coach.
I do, but those boys can chuck those threes, and that's what all that matters.
David, we were talking about this today, man. Look, this team, just his teams at Alabama have always done that. It's a contest of how many threes they can put up.
Yeah, that's what they want to do.
And
they're playing modern
always
basketball.
Comes back to bite them.
Yep, it does. That's right. They're number 4 in tempo right now. I'd like to see them get to number 1.
In what?
Tempo?
In tempo? Yeah, I mean, they will. It's what Brendan and I were talking about today. I said, I was talking about the analytics of basketball in general, and one of the biggest things is fast tempo leads to more possessions, and more threes lead to more opportunities for more points. I think a team would rather shoot 33% from 3 than 45% from 2. They're just going to. You get more points.
Well, analytically driven teams would. If you have Mike Woodson as your coach, you just love taking 19 footers.
Oh God, don't. Brendan and I were talking about that today. Just in general, shooting wise, it's pretty much analytically you shoot threes or you shoot in the paint, high percentage or threes. Anywhere in that elbow, above the elbow range now, it's just such a bad shot if it's not for 3.
But don't you miss days of a good mid-range sniper, a DeMar DeRozan, a KD?
No.
I mean, we have some of those,
Duncan?
right? But we do have some of those. Some of the best players are those. SGA. A perfect example.
Don't get me started about that.
He's not a 3 guy. He's an elbow mid-range guy, but not in college.
He is a fake foul flopper.
They all do that in the NBA. That ain't nothing new. They all do that.
He gets to the free throw line like 26 times.
James, so basically, he's what James Harden was 10 years ago.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember there's a clip that I saw one time. This shit was so funny. It was a clip of James Harden going to the free throw line, and it was dead quiet. And they were on the road when he was in Houston, and somebody goes, stop. He said, stop acting like you got fouled. And then he goes, stop fouling me.
That's low-key funny. That's good. Stop fouling me. Man. Well, there's several good games coming up. I mean, Friday, obviously the preseason tournaments. I mean, we get Wisconsin BYU on Friday, the Bad Boy Mowers series at Salt Lake City, Duke's in action, Arkansas, and then Saturday.
Don't forget Friday. I believe we're going to have the Texas Tech Purdue game.
Yes, because of the tournament. It is not just on there yet. But yeah, It looks like, not trying to jinx the Red Raiders, but they were up 11. Now they're only up 7. So I'm not going to say anything, but it's trending. I'll say that. It's trending towards that direction. So that'll be a great game to watch. And then I'm assuming there's more games on Saturday through the tournaments, but it just hasn't popped through yet.
It's being unfortunate. Okay. Yeah.
Hey guys, while you guys are talking about things that are happening right now, watching this game right now, just watch the ball get dunked. The ball did not go through the hoop. The guy held the rim. When he let go of the rim and it ricocheted up, the ball popped back out.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
And they didn't call it.
What?
No points. Yeah, no points.
That's wild.
That was the strangest thing I've ever seen.
What one was that? What game is that?
The Tarleton Rice game.
Oh.
Tarleton, that would have made it a 5-point game. Now they're only up 3.
That's
and
low.
Rice
we
has
do
the ball.
get,
it's
we
very
do get
unlucky.
Alabama Gonzaga on Monday, so that'll be
a big game.
I got Bama
yeah,
that one. But
that's
of course you got
what
Bama.
tournament is that? The Players Era?
Player Era, baby. Players
Era tournament. They're in their Players Era, like Taylor Swift.
Yeah, you know. And then Michigan Auburn is another player area on Tuesday. So that's another good one.
Yeah, that tournament's pretty loaded. There's a bunch of good games.
And then we get North Carolina, Michigan State on that Thursday.
No, David, is that like that's a tournament, right? Not like the classic that we just watched the other night, or is
the
it
Players Era? There's 2 different brackets.
Okay.
And the teams all play. There's
like group stage.
There's 2 different brackets that are made up of 8 teams each, I think.
Oh.
Both are separate tournaments.
Okay.
And the way it is you play 2 games, and then the top 2 teams after those 2 games goes to the championship.
Okay.
So it's not a real tournament, but if you go 2-0 and have like the best point differential, you go to the championship game.
So it's not a tournament. It's just some weird.
Yeah, it's not a tournament.
It's not. It's
but the reason it's the big thing right now is they get paid to go there. So I think every school gets $1 million to show up. And that's why the Maui's dead.
Yeah.
What?
Maui is pretty much pretty much why the Maui's dead. But a lot of good tournaments coming next week. Might do some more watch alongs, so stay tuned for that. We'll post it in our stories if we do. More than likely we will, because we love hoops and love food, and got nothing else better to do with our life.
What does that have to do with food?
What
does food have to do with it? We do love food.
It is Feast Week.
It's Feast Week, baby. Gotta be feasting. Head over to our YouTube, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. 5 Arms and Lucky Finn. It means the world to us for the support. Go to Apple Podcasts and Spotify for our latest episodes. There'll be more interviews dropping. Excited to share with you who we've recorded and who we interviewed with. And there's some heat coming. There's some heat in the works, so watch out for those on those interviews. Probably dropping every other Monday, more than likely. And then, of course, our college basketball and college football episodes every Tuesday and Thursday. Or every Wednesday and Friday. Apologize. We record on Tuesday and Thursdays. So that's why my brain was freaking out. But appreciate you guys tuning in, watching, listening, as always. We love you guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.